Hi, Felina here with Skylar, and we're here to talk about a recent piece that was done by KPBS here in San Diego, which we were just absolutely honored to be a part of. It actually came about, this is a testament to good collateral, print collateral, came about because Kira Corser, one of our artists in residence here, used to work for KPBS, and Tom Carlo, the station director, came to one of her art openings about a year ago.
Oh, wow.
And he and his wife came, and he was really impressed with the place, and he said, hey, we'd love to do a story on you. I said, wonderful, here's my card, here's our brochure.
That's so great.
And literally 1 year later, it finally landed on somebody's desk at KPBS, Claire Tregesser, and we got a call from her, and it was great. So excited, the filming went well, everything went great, had a great interview with her. A lot of the questions, I should say some of the questions she had were around the female focus of Hera Hub, and I tried to make it clear that we are definitely female focused. We've created a space for women, by women, but we are not exclusive to women. Anyone is welcome to apply, and everybody goes through an application and an interview process. We haven't had any men apply yet. We've had some interest, but no one's applied, and so I talked about that. So what was your perception, Skylar, when the story came out, especially around the headline?
Well, I was really interested and a little verklempt by the title, just because I thought it was a really interesting approach. Instead of talking about co-working, which is what Hera Hub is all about, it was all about how this is only a place for women. And so it really kind of set the stage for a larger conversation about gender and gender inequality. And there were a lot of different responses when KPBS posted the article on their page from a lot of different people that were really kind of upset by what they read. And it really just kind of brought up, it was a great opportunity to have a much larger discussion, which is why we're on camera today.
Exactly.
Yes. So some of the things that we even saw were a lot of gentlemen were posting that they were really upset that there was, a female-focused working space, and there are a lot of women that were really frustrated by the piece as well. And I thought this was really interesting, just considering the history in America, especially considering gender inequality in the workplace and the fact that we have affirmative action and HR departments in place just to have a safe space for everyone that's involved. I felt like that kind of fell to the wayside when people were having these conversations. And I was thinking to myself, like, wow, only 1 month ago we had all the sexual harassment scandals with Bob Filner, and there are how many undocumented sexual harassment claims in the United States a year, and this is such a prevalent issue, yet people are getting really upset that we have a female-focused space, and not exclusive, just focused.
Absolutely. And some of the comments, even as you mentioned, by women were, you're setting us back, we need to integrate. And I believe in integration, of course. And I love men. I have an amazing man in my life. I wouldn't be where I am without Keith. And I have an amazing father. And it's nothing against men. I just truly believe, and as I said in the article, women are looking for a different type of space. The environment that Hera Hub provides, the community, the connection, the collaboration, a collaborative approach to business versus, which is sometimes seen as a little more male focused, more of a competitive approach to business, beating out your competition, so to speak. And, just, I could go on and on and on about why Hera Hub is female focused, and clearly 3 locations, 300 members. There's obviously we're doing something right here, so it's interesting.
Well, and also with that, I went to an all-girls high school, and I almost went to an all-girls college, and there is tons of research that shows kind of the dynamic that ends up happening when you have certain things that are co-ed, especially in like education and in places like work. And so having something that's really focused towards the needs and the demographic of who your target audience is, which, pause for a second, you have a target audience of women. You can't be all things to all people. So, in every other business, no one questions, well, why is your target market this? Why is your target audience this? your target audience is women, and it just became a huge discussion, which I think is a perfect testament to show that that women are still not seen as equals if we're having this kind of discussion and kind of debate. Why is it even an issue?
Exactly.
Truly.
Exactly.
I mean, not to say that the good old boys club is something that's far in the past. I mean, it's something that still happens. But I think that the reason people become so sensitive about it is just because no one wants to be seen as the person that's like a persecutor or a marginalizer, and so we just try to say, no, we're all equal, everything's fine.
Yeah.
But we know that that's not what ends up happening in those kinds of situations.
And women, we are different. I mean, let's just embrace it. We are not the same. We're never going to be the same.
Yes.
I think that should be celebrated. And women truly connect differently. We see it here at Hera Hub every single day. Just the approach to how somebody, connects with each other and how quickly we get to that point when we're in a safe, supportive community such as Hera Hub. And again, I'm not advocating that you wouldn't interact and do business with men. Of course you would. We are an integrated society in most cases, but giving someone a refuge, just as you give someone a refuge if they went to the spa, and that's really where this came from, of spa-inspired workspace, giving someone a refuge of a place to go where they can step out of the day-to-day, and in Hera Hub's case, connect, create community, be productive, and ultimately build a more prosperous business, helping and connecting and supporting. So
absolutely.
That's what we're all about. Unfortunately, it didn't quite translate, especially with that headline of no boys allowed, almost.
Sort of.
Yeah, exactly. So overall, it was a good piece. I think the challenge and where some of those Facebook comments on KPBS's page came to play is I truly, truly wonder if some of the folks that commented actually even read the article. And we know that this is the case where people skim. So I'm wondering, did they just read the headline and react to it as opposed to reading the article? Because if you read the article or watch the video or listen to the radio segment, it really does at least try to clarify that it is female focused and not exclusive.
Absolutely. I definitely think the video and the radio piece were sounded and translated a lot differently and a lot more holistically compared to just reading.